Up next, we're going to invite up James and Jacques from Health Partners and Talindus to talk about their perspective on HXAP as our final stretch here. So please join us on stage. All right, James, Jacques, thanks for hanging in here on the last day of Cisco Live and not flying back to one of my most favorite countries for beer here. So why don't you guys share first about your role at Talindus and at Health Partners as well?
Sure, so I'm Jacques, I'm with Talindus in Luxembourg, and I'm in charge of solutions and innovation. And in Luxembourg we are a telecom and cloud operator, and we belong to the Proximus School of Commerce.
Great. And James?
So myself, I'm the IT director of a national occupational health provider in the UK. Core to our kind of service offering is a bespoke workflow case management system, which we're having to re-architect to support 30% year-on-year business growth.
Great. So it's great because we have perspective both kind of a service provider and as an end user as well. So Jacques, from Talindus' standpoint, I understand you guys have a lot of regulated industry type of customers. How many of them are actually starting to look at containerized type applications?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because historically banks, have been quite slow in adopting new technologies. At least the banks we are in contact with, and I would say European banks. In the US it's a bit different. And so what we have been seeing nevertheless over the past 6 months is an uptake, in demand for hybrid cloud services. And if I say hybrid cloud services, containers always play a prominent role there. And maybe another word about banking and the regulated industry in Europe. So the European Banking Authority has issued some guidelines and recommendations 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, which allow a bank, to put workloads in the cloud. But at the end of the day, it's always a matter of perception. The bank, do they really want to do it? Do their customers want it, etc. So we see really a future for hybrid, including containers.
Great. And then James, from your standpoint, being an end customer, what is your thoughts on having a private kind of container as a service platform for your developers and your operations as well?
So I think that there's some real key themes that really resonated from kind of VJ's intro. I could resonate with so many of those themes around control being one, where effectively, infrastructure as code is a fantastic tool. It really supports DevOps tools and pipelines, but there are some mandatory controls we want in place, such as network segregation and isolation, cost control, provisioning. Again, one of the key challenges I've seen so many times is effectively when developers have their kind of first step into kind of Kubernetes and CI/CD pipelines, they go straight to the public cloud, and there's effectively no cost controls at all. And before you know it, you've got 30 different clusters created, and no one knows why they're there. Right. No one's proactively managing them as well. So I think that there are a lot of themes there that really do resonate. However, if you come back as well to the kind of theme around data gravity, we know that there are a plethora of existing apps that are on-prem, that are largely VM based, and effectively they have data that's probably unlikely to move to the public cloud. So what we're probably going to see is a proliferation of containerized applications or services that are connected to these environments. And in my previous experience in a global law firm, that's exactly what we did. We tried to build a brand new public cloud-based case management platform, but it had to talk back to 4 key line of business applications or services via microservices that run on-prem. And obviously we had some challenges at that time about VMware Private Cloud. How do you deploy how do you deploy containers and manage that ecosystem? So I'm really excited about kind of some of the developments that you've shared today in terms of solving some of those problems and having a kind of common management plane to satisfy both the developers, integrations with Terraform, Intersight in terms of operational management and efficiency, but crucially control both at a technology level and also at a cost level.
Yeah. And as you could see from the long demos that we did, it's not just another project, but an actual real product that will be coming soon as well. So with that, Jacques, HXAP, what are your thoughts of it for Talindus, kind of for your customers and your...
So we had the pleasure, to have good interaction with the Cisco Cloud BU over the past 2 years, and one message that we have been giving to them on a regular basis is, what our type of customers I really want is public cloud features, but in a private environment. And we feel that with this new product that you have just presented, it's a major step in the right direction that you have completed, And I think Vijay also mentioned, in the future that you support functions and serverless. Then the thing really becomes even cooler, And so we are very excited about this platform. And then, again, in this regulated space, our customers want to have sovereignty about their data. So that means that with this platform, of course, you can have containers on site, and also go to the public cloud under certain conditions for certain applications. But even for the control plane, customers in our space are very much happy, if they can have the control plane on-prem, and that's possible with Intersite too. So it's really, we believe, a great step in the right direction.
Great. And then for health partners, thoughts on HXAP?
I think really, really exciting. I think the HX platform, I'm just amazed at the evolution and growth of the platform. But look at the core offering around hyperconverged, predictable TCO, predictable performance. Then with things like obviously workload optimization manager being SaaSified, able to also manage and optimize containers. Again, that kind of control plane element, that the control in terms of data sovereignty, etc., control and operational management, etc., and also being able to kind of expedite, kind of adoption of DevOps and microservices. Very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And another question for both of you is, I think what's very unique about this offering is that we're providing that kind of full stack container cloud experience, right? All supported from a single vendor, as well as the economical aspect of that. So how important is that for both Lindus and health partners? We'll start with you, Joe.
Yeah, well, so far, when I discovered containers a couple of years ago, and then I discovered also that most of the containers run nevertheless on VM, I thought, okay, it's nice, but it keeps being complex.
Right.
So with this product, I think we abstract away some complexity, in the VMware space. Now, to give an appreciation now on the complete TCO, I would say that's a bit early, but I can see some interesting developments there.
Yeah.
Because right now we are running a FlexPod platform, based on Cisco ECS and NetApp servers and VMware. And now with the new platform, we would have a platform, another one, close to it. So what we need to do now, that's our homework, to see what we shall do in the future. Shall we operate two platforms, one for containers, one for VMs, or if you go the other way, that we have one single platform in the future. So we need to have an analysis on that, but
Sure.
I think it looks good, what you have presented there, goes really in the right direction.
Great.
And I would just say, based on a kind of an operational lens, it's the notion of kind of one throat to choke, right? Single vendor being responsible and accountable for that ecosystem in its entirety. That greatly helps in terms of kind of support offerings, etc. But also, if you look at the rate of innovation you're developing on the platform, there's huge things that effectively can be tied into developments based on your roadmap as well. And again, we look at things like Terraform, infrastructure as a code, integration there. Obviously, the load balancing theme there really resonated with me. That effectively, that's a problem that historically you'd have to solve outside of this ecosystem, even in a cloud environment. So to have that baked in from day one, I think is really exciting, and I'm looking forward to having a play with it.
That's great. So last final question, are you both going to join the HXAP beta program, the EAP program?
Absolutely.
All right, there you go. Annika, you got 2 signups there. You owe me dinner, okay? Okay, so thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to James and Jack. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay, let's wrap it up here.